Hello, welcome back to the finale of the Touken Ranbu mini-series. This is a week of playing the game. I'm just going to show the progress I made, and we'll probably just mainly be doing battle because this is the last time I will be at least planning to play the game. Not because it's bad, I actually think this game is very fun. It's just not my style. If I discovered this game like 5 years ago or whenever I was on the mobile grind with like Fate Grand Order and stuff like that, I probably would have played this a lot. I could definitely see me grinding, but if I ever do play grinding games, I'd rather play gear grinding games where you grind for gear rather than crafting materials, which is this basically. But it's a very interesting game. It's the first time I've played a game. I know Cantoli is supposed to be pretty similar, but first experience for this, besides some of the gotcha stuff, because I was in Azure lane. So what did I even craft here? And I'll show off my team and then we'll do some battling. And also after this, I will be uploading the review for this game in the same day, which would be on the midnight, well, technically the next day, but I will be uploading it at midnight on Saturday. So if you're interested in that. But yeah, I think this says, ooh, we got him. The other starter. But this has definitely scratched my itch a bit. I still, oh, double up. I kind of do want to play a gotcha game where you pull the more traditional pulls, but I don't know. I think also a part of it is this is a Japanese game, and like I said, I played the Japanese FGO for like a little bit more than a year, so this would have been up my alley, but I kind of don't have that energy to look up translations and stuff. But yeah, good game. I've been playing about 30 to an hour minutes every day, so, and I can definitely say this game feels very, very free to play. Like there's a shop which you can buy mats, which seem pretty useless because it's pretty generous on mats for a casual player anyways, and there's some other items, but I don't actually know what they do. So this is the team I'm running. We still have Cashew, and Hombami, and the start, and then we're running these three. So I don't know the names, it's alright. So we're running three Uchis, Uranuchi, and Uranuchi. Three Uchis, they're all running either cavalry or heavy infantry, because I like those troops the best. And we have two Watazashis, mainly because they use range stuff, and I think range is pretty important. And I am doubling up on range because I don't know if they do scale with the other troops, but double rangers means you actually attack twice during the range phase, so we get 4 ranged attacks, which is really nice. And they can use 2 slots, while the only other range class I know of right now is the Tantos, which are the low level ones, which can use muskets, which I do think are stronger than archers, but they only have 1 slot. So I decided to just use Watas because first off, yeah, Tantos are very weak early on. I think you do have to level and stat them up a bit more, while these guys just kind of start strong. And since I was planning on playing for 1 week, I might as well take the short-term approach. And this guy is our Taichi. We actually have another one, but I got it yesterday, so I didn't level it up since, again, I don't plan on playing it anymore, and I'm running double heavy armory on him. So I think he's supposed to be the pumper, but he's really not doing as much as our main guys, but again, there's a big level discrepancy. But yeah, if you are a casual player, it is very easy to play this, you know. If you're doing like a 30-minute session a day, you just smith. You smith your 2 guys daily. Armory takes a bit more time to set up, I think, but you just roll for good troops. If you really have the mats. I'm sure later you just spam roll for rare ones, but I didn't really get to that stage. You set your chores every 24 hours. Very, very simple, and they boost mat stats, which is good. I mean, why not go on it, even though I won't be playing. I don't think I mean, I guess I could. I didn't really like choose them based on the character, but we're done on mats. We're planning on mats, you know, the stats anyway, so did a little cutscene between the two. You accept your dailies, you do some battling. It's very, very simple. Oh yeah, I found out because I did finally enhance. And something interesting about this is enhance doesn't actually increase your level, it increases your max stats, which is kind of different because every single other gacha game I played, I think including Azure Lane, though maybe you couldn't do that, I don't know, it's been a while. Every other gacha game you feed the lower units to actually increase their level, but this only increases their max stats. So I don't know if that's, so it means you do have to grind some lower levels with their new guys, which might be a little annoying, but increasing max stats is also kind of good because it sort of speeds up the process, because if you can only increase sit stats every 24 hours, it would be a very long grind, so I don't know. And I guess it's fine because, like I've stated before, in this game you really do want to have multiple units that can fight in a battle, because there is no stamina in this game, which means you can literally grind all day, but you do need, but there is fatigue, so if your characters get fatigued, they do less and receive less XP, I believe, so you do need substitute members, so you can make a lot of parties. But yeah, that's basically the overview of what you should do. It's very simple, which I like. That's what I like in gacha games, very short days for casual, but if you want to grind long, basically unlimited. Like, back in the days, I had literally 12-hour days on FGO, especially because I'm usually like very lazy on the first days of the events, then I kind of just go hard in the later days. So I'm not inexperienced in the grind, and I could definitely grind. It's just that in general, I'd rather play gear grinders right now. It's just the state of my gaming life. Chevy, you always want an expedition running. I'll just do that. So if you are playing a 30 to an hour minute session, you can probably get 2 or 3 in. They give very minimal XP, so I can't do that, but you can read it on the wiki, and they give you some bonus stuff, but it's very small. The mats you actually grind, at least where I'm at, and I'm guessing in the campaign, it's very small. You get it mainly from doing your dailies, which are pretty simple to do. So I like to do PvP before going into campaign first, because there's some easy battles for easy XP. There's always like one super hard guy, but these guys are all relative to your level. So let's do some easy stuff. Shows what he has. He's running this guy, which is kind of spooky. 2 Uchis, 2 Tandos, and 1 Wada. Or Wakazashi. And then it shows our team, which has much better stats, so should be a clinch. Again, battle is very simple. It's the game, again, the focus is more of, oh, we missed scouting. That does happen in PvP. It hasn't happened in campaign. Just go straight line then. It's more about prepping your army. It's not about the fun interactive battles, since it's mostly RNG. It's more about making such a strong army you can't actually lose to bad RNG. So see that did 4 arrows, and they can also double hit, so I've had 1-hit kills with them, which are very impressive. This does also a cashew picker, I appreciate. It's still definitely my favorite. Yo, that guy looks actually sick out of the starters. Our new Wakizashi is pretty weak, but it's alright. Also, the reason why I'm running 2 is because there's a mechanic called dual attack. I don't know if you've seen it in the recordings, but it's basically on the Uchi, the Tana's attack turn, they have a percent chance to dual attack, which combines the power of those two, or like two basic attacks combined. So it's pretty good. I've had it proc a couple of times. I still haven't seen an awakened attack, which is when your katana gets low HP. Probably because I never get low HP. So this guy is a big pumper over here, but everything else is relatively weak. All characters these two I haven't seen before, so that's cool. But I think we should win. Also guy really hard carries. Hopefully we actually get the scout this time. We did. But yeah, it's been a good experience. I just find in general there's more joy in getting very good gear instead of grinding for crafting materials, especially when the crafting materials aren't. Yo, I got one shot. Hello? He's a pumper? That's brutal. Sorry, Wada. He has no archers, by the way. There's the dual attack. This should be a giant hit, though he hit the 1 HP guy, so it didn't do anything. It always feels bad when RNG, it's a strong guy, hits the weak one. Ooh, you do a lot. I think we still win this though, because he only has 1 pumper. But that's a dual attack. It's pretty strong. Hit him. Run try. It's alright. That's a B rank. Little poor RNG. Luckily in PvP it doesn't count. If this was campaign, we would actually lose this character. So it's a hardcore gacha, which is pretty interesting. Never seen something like that. I guess that's why it's very free to play, because you can't have in your typical gacha spending like 100, 200, let's be honest, more. It's spend more money on an event character. Where in this game, if you break it, you lose it, you're just wasting your money, so it's not a very good business plan. This guy seems a little strong, so we might come back to him. So let's try some normal campaign here. I did actually hit area 3, so we'll try it out. I think this is the area where there's supposed to be more enemy actually has range units now, so that's kind of exciting. The campaign's been interesting. There's no actual story, which is fine. But the maps are big for the dice roll RNG, so it's a little spooky. And I can definitely see the grind if you just keep getting bad rolls and not hitting the boss route. So that's usually a good roll. That's a high roll. And that's probably gonna be resource square. Alright, so first time doing tier 3. Let's see how hard it is. We're just facing they look like weird insects with like some spooky samurai guys. Alright, also like in the last area, so they do have range, but they didn't do much. Oh, they have catapults too. Oh, and they have troops. Alright, this is like the real game, huh? But in the last area, there's this one guy who just one-shotted, like, almost one-hit killed somebody. Like, destroyed all my troops and like half HP'd. I think my Wada, or Wakizashi. Sorry, I'm calling it Wada because I'm thinking of Watanagashi. They're kind of the similar names. Maybe not in meaning, but in pronunciation. So again, this is a sustained game, so we want to take as little damage as we can per level. Which that wasn't too bad. Random drop. All the drops have been Tantos, though I'm sure there are some rare katanas you can get. I haven't seen it though. So I still don't have any of these which heals. Actually, damn, our Wakizashi guys got down to 2, which sucks. Hit hard. So I believe the next one should be just a resource point. No, it's battle, so that might be ooh. Let's not roll that way. Let's just it's a lot of battles. Though that has to be the resource point then. So we're probably in the right way. I really like, if I really were to like research well, I should have a default stance to take based on our troops if I don't actually get the scouting chance. But I didn't really look into that. So one catapult, but we killed. So they're running infantry, cavalry, some heavies, and I can't tell which one's catapult because I never use it. Catapults are just worse than archers though, I think. I mean, I guess normally they would be better, but I forgot the stats. I don't have it up on me. So we have some damaged troops. They might die, but again, we have a lot of resources since I haven't been rolling where we can just replace them. Okay, final battle. Let's see if we took the right way. We should, I think. No, that's resource. So we're on a low roll, but that means all our troops live. So damn. Okay. That's how a map goes. You can be stuck on a map for like 5 tries. I think that's the longest it happened to me. Being stuck on a singular map. But that's fine. A little grind like that is fine, and you do want to get your levels up anyways to continue on. Because there is definitely some really big difficulty scaling per chapters in an area. Like the last chapter of 2 was so much harder than anything else, especially with that big boy on the boss stage. But I don't know what I'm gonna do after this series. I was thinking of doing another gacha, but I might just not. Because I am doing one-shot horror games too, which has been pretty fun. I have recorded one. So you should see that. It was only like 20 minutes to do, but it was kind of fun. That'll probably be next Saturday though. Unless we finish Higurashi early, then I can just upload whatever. I also did find a game that I kind of want to buy. That's a gear grinder that looks super fun, called Mini Healers. That doesn't really fit with the channel, but I might just record it anyways and upload those on like off days. It's only $9 too. So I think this guy's kind of our weakling too. Even though this guy's also getting bullied, he does like 0 damage. Ah, don't kill my archers, it's only the first fight. But I'm sure he'll get stronger. Cashu's actually pumping now too. It was like a Honbami's like carrying the whole team on his back. Now Cashu's lending a hand. Get some XP. Honbami is like so much higher than the other guys just because he keeps getting MVP. So this is a battle, but then we want to roll down. I think that's probably a resource point, or if you have to fight 4 battles, that seems pretty rough. Especially since I'm sure our sword's about to get damaged. Unless we get some miracle hits. But I don't know if I want to play another Japanese game and do another weekly mini-series. I might not have it in me. Okay, hit the heavy. It's fine. Maybe in the future. I do have that. I was tempted because I was looking through the DMM games, and the top game is Ranbu, and that's definitely that's an old grinder. I think you grind materials too, but it's definitely a gear grinder, which is exciting. I played a bit of Ranbu, but I never got too into it because I was busy. Playing something else. I think it might have been FGO, which is fair because that game requires so much time. Because because that game has no auto battle, which, you know, there's definitely critiques to games with auto battle where you can just say yes, you can auto battle all the time, so it's not a real game. But again, you need a lot of prep to make your units good, and I prefer auto battles, honestly. They make farming so much easier. In FGO, you had to do everything manually, even event grinding, and that was literally like 5 to 8 hour days for me, like doing it at school, doing it everywhere just to be efficient. So yeah, rough. Give me auto battles. I don't know if Ranbu has these either, but I played a lot of Shadowverse, which is like a card game based in the same universe as Ranbu. So it's going up again, dude. Are we gonna be hard stuck 3-1 for this video? But yeah, I don't know. If I do start Ranbu, doing a mini series on Ranbu might not be bad. I am kind of interested in it. Right now my equipment, my gear grinder, that's what I was calling it. That's much more easier to say. My gear grinder is Realm of the Mad God, which is an MMO bullet hell. That's been super fun. But I'm willing to try something else. Again, I might play mini healer. Oh, this is the pumper. One shot, obviously. My 2 strongest units, dual attack is definitely gonna one shot like anybody. So we did lose an archer. And I don't have any archers in reserve, so I'll have to craft one. But that's alright. But yeah, Ranbu might be fun. I heard Ranbu's having problems though in general. I feel like, or when I looked at it a year or 2 ago, I feel like it's always having struggles with the development team, just because it's such a big game and it's been going on forever. Though they didn't they get an anime like a couple years ago? I remember watching the first episode and I was like, this is too shonen for me. Not even shonen, I don't know, felt pretty weak. So that's the first battle, and our guy lost an archer. Feels bad, man. You'd have to pick up your slack, other Wakizashi. And I feel bad because he is a little lower leveled, and that speed from this actually isn't that great. It's only 200. I feel like everything campaign is 200 unless you hit like S or do better. But let's see. Catapult, only 1. No, I guess the next thing I would do for Touken is if I should watch the anime or not. I'm slightly interested because this game doesn't even have any cutscenes for the campaign at all. Like, we're in World 3, but there's only the first one, so. But this is a very, very well received game. It has not only the anime, it has live theater performances and I believe some musicals. So it's doing very well for itself, and it's 5th on DMM, which is a pretty big gaming platform in Japan. So it's a very respectable game. So if you do want to get into it, it will have a pretty active community. So you shouldn't worry about that. Because I do feel like community is a very important part of the game. Like, I wouldn't feel right grinding a online game if the community is just dead. But yeah. So we need some more archers. I don't have an archer. I'm like 100% sure. The wheat is also pretty up. Look at that. Lots of activity there. I see a lot of dead wheaties. Guess we have to go all the way to armory. Also, I still don't think I enjoy playing with a VPN on. For grinding games like these, like if I do play Ranbu, it's obviously gonna be in English, but I prefer not to play with a VPN. Like I also have like a month free on this VPN, before I can get a free refund, so I might yoink it. I don't know. I don't really need a VPN because I don't torrent much anymore. I usually just get drop. I ask for stuff and people just drop bots me it because I'm lazy. So, but I guess it's always nice to have a VPN. So what does catapults do? Increase scouting and camouflage. See, that's so they don't actually give you damage. They're just like, I don't know. They're like maybe good for PvP, but even then, I'd just rather no. These archers give camouflage too. They're good for scouting, but scouting's whatever. I feel like if you have a solid formation, if you miss the scout, like I was saying before, it's probably better just to do that. And missing damage on archers is kind of big. So then just look at what you can do, and it gives you the percent. So we'll just do 50, 250, 150, 50. But yeah, I don't know. Playing with a VPN while I can't really listen to other stuff is kind of meh. Just a little bit. So 50 to 50. Oh yeah, we already have the archers going. I just was crafting them before. Yo, rare archer. We're pimping you out. Okay, that was very easy. I do like the troops though. I like the troops mechanic the most. Having permadeath troops that you have to like store up a lot of rares seems kind of fun to min-max and explore different troop combinations. And you'll need a lot because then you want sub-armies if your armies get fatigued, if you want to grind a lot in this game. I still don't know how I feel about permadeath characters though. That seems a bit spooky, doing late game stuff. I don't know how hard late game stuff is, but I'd imagine I'd be pretty upset if one of my good characters, if my cashew dies, dude, it'd be pretty rage inducing. Alright, let's see if we can actually roll through this in this video, or is it just gonna be us repeating? But again, this is a good example of what a daily session would be like playing this game. For a casual view. Yo, that's down. That's down. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so new enemies this time. I'm pretty sure the boss is gonna have the big boy from the last chapter, so that should be interesting. Might just wipe our new rare archer anyways. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch the anime for this. I just haven't really been interested in anime. I've been binging a lot of J-dramas. They're just fun for me. I'm sure I'll get bored eventually. Damn, that did 4 damage. This is a stuffed duel, but enough. Come on. Gold man. He's pumping good. 18 and 9. It's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I'm starting to see a lot of J-dramas have a very similar, or a lot of similar ideas about protecting businesses and corruption and stuff and public image. It's a lot of the same, but it's so fun to watch this super melodramatic stuff. So that's a B, but that's fine, because the next battle is the more important one. We'll take our losses. Take what we can get. See, XP is really stuffed. I feel like there's no XP scaling for higher level stuff, which I really feel like there should be. But final area boss. No, it's a roll! Oh no. Oh, we hit it. Thank God. That's probably super tilting for people. Have to high roll twice. I can imagine higher level match where you have to like high roll like 3 times. That would be hell. Okay. Big boy or no? No big boy. Okay. blessed. Ooh, they have mustards this time too. Their shadow armies. Good one shot. You do nothing, dude. What happened? You have heavy and cavalry. You should have some pump, but he's doing as much as the other guy, and he's the same level as our double heavy. Though obviously I'd expect the double heavy to do a lot more, but expect this guy to do a bit. Nice crit. You do nothing. Actually, you did sit. Oh, we lost an archer. That's alright though. You at least beat the area. Feels good, dude. And we're fatigued, so guess we'll end it. Lots of XP for that fight, which is good. A new area unlocked. No way. So I think we'll close it up on this note. I think you have a basic understanding of if you were playing casually like me, and this is just basically what you do every day. And again, it's fine. I am one for the grind, and I am one for not playing reflexive games. I have a very low APM. But that being said, it's just not up my alley right now. But great game. So hopefully you enjoyed this mini-series, bringing some light to this game, which probably doesn't need any light. Like I said, it's massively popular in Japan and probably moderately around the world, I would imagine. Probably boomed a lot with the anime series. But yeah, this was fun. And then maybe I'm deciding whether or not to do another mini-series, but we'll see. So like I said, there will be a review 12 hours after this is uploaded, basically midnight my time, though I know there's a lot of my viewers are not my time because they comment at like 4 a.m. where I live, so, or in the mornings at least. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Thank you for the time, Cashew. You were a great leader, and the rest of the team. Sorry, I don't remember any of your names except for Honbami, because he was also an MVP. And enjoy your rest in these peaceful days, because you're not gonna go to war anymore, hopefully. Anyways, yeah, bye.